Check the roles that a user belongs to. Let's dive right in. Imagine you're running a massive corporate headquarters. You wouldn't just leave the front doors wide open and let anyone wander straight into the server room, right? Well, in the Microsoft Power Platform, checking the roles a user belongs to is exactly how we control who gets past the lobby and, more importantly, what critical enterprise data they can actually touch.
Section 1. Checking user roles. Think about hiring a new administrative assistant. Before their very first day on the job, you need to figure out exactly which physical keys they're going to need for specific parts of the office building. They probably need a key to the front door, maybe the main supply closet, but definitely not the master key to the executive vault. We apply this exact same logic to our digital environments.
Moving to the technical framework, our raw enterprise data is protected by routing this entire administrative setup directly through the Power Platform Admin Center. You can think of this as your digital master control room. By stepping through the Admin Center, down to the specific environment settings, and finally into the user roles, we're basically transforming a raw user account into a secure, active participant in our low-code automation and AI orchestration.
So the absolutely crucial point here is knowing exactly how to navigate this control room. To check a specific user's permission settings, you first sign in to the Power Platform Admin Center as an admin. Then you select Environments from the left navigation pane, choose the specific environment you want to investigate, and just click Settings. From there, you expand Users plus Permissions and select Users. And to find your specific person, you can either scroll through the list, or to save some time, simply use the filter field right up in the top right corner. Once you select your user's name, a pop-up pane will appear on the right side. If you look under the Roles section, you'll see the active list of roles currently assigned to them. For those of you gearing up for the AB-410 exam, pay close attention because understanding this interface is absolutely crucial. You need to know that this is exactly where you select Manage Roles to establish those rigid security boundaries. Doing this ensures users don't accidentally interact with Copilot Studio or trigger some complex cloud flows that they literally shouldn't have access to.
Section 2. Running User Access Diagnostics. Let's see how this builds on what we just covered. You've handed the new employee their digital keys, but what happens when they walk up to the building and their badge just doesn't work? Well, running User Access Diagnostics is exactly like testing that employee's physical ID badge at the lobby turnstile to ensure the magnetic strip actually functions.
Right within that exact same user pane we were just discussing, there's a super helpful button labeled Run Diagnostics. Clicking this is how you definitively validate a user. It runs an immediate automated check to make sure that the user can genuinely access the environment. It's a fantastic tool, honestly, because it takes all the guesswork completely out of troubleshooting access issues.
And this brilliantly illustrates what the diagnostic tool is actually checking behind the scenes. It performs 4 specific sequential tests. First, it checks if the user is enabled for sign-in within Microsoft Entra ID. Second, it verifies they actually possess a valid license. Third, it confirms if they are a member of the environment-specific Microsoft Entra ID group. And fourth, it ensures they have at least one Dataverse security role assigned directly to them or to a group team they belong to. Listen closely here, because this is a major AB-410 exam pitfall. Environment access frequently fails simply due to a missing license or an overlooked Entra ID group assignment. You absolutely must understand these 4 pillars for the exam.
Section 3. Using the Access Checker. Okay, let's shift our perspective just a bit. So we verified the user can get into the building. Great. But now we need to know if they can open a very specific individual filing cabinet on the 3rd floor. This is where we move from the overarching admin center directly into a model-driven app, utilizing a highly specialized tool called the Access Checker.
While you're actively working inside a model-driven app, you're going to find the Access Checker right up in the command bar. This tool is incredibly precise. It reveals the exact privileges a user has, not just for the whole application, but for a single specific table row. If an employee is trying to, say, interact with a custom service agent or approve a cross-system pipeline and they hit a brick wall, well, this is the tool that tells you exactly why.
Let's break down this granular app logic flow. It starts at the user app interface, right where the user attempts an action. The system then routes this through the Access Checker, which passes into Dataverse and AI processing to evaluate the really complex web of security schemas. And finally, it outputs a crystal clear result. So it basically takes complex backend data rules and transforms them into a simple, highly visible outcome for us.
The Access Checker breaks that result down into 4 distinct ways access is granted. First up is ownership, meaning the user or their team actually owns the row. Second is security role access. They can perform the action strictly because of their assigned Dataverse security role. Third is shared access, meaning the row was explicitly shared with them, their team, or the organization by someone with the appropriate sharing rights. And fourth is hierarchy access. Now, this allows managers to see their direct reports' data, but, and this is important, you must remember that hierarchy access only takes place if hierarchy security management is specifically turned on for the organization and the table. Finally, as a quick architectural best practice, note that the access checker defaults to you, but you can easily select another user from the lookup to verify their specific privileges on that exact row. So, as you prepare for your exam and design your next intelligent application, ask yourself, if your entire AI and automation infrastructure relies on these basic gates, when was the last time you truly audited who holds the master keys to your Dataverse?